guy.
Oh, don't terminate me. All I need is to breathe.
What the f, man?
What up, everybody? Alfie here, aka Rad the Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face, no makeup. And here's a review for the film Terminator Dark Fate. Terminator Dark Fate is the newest Terminator film on the Terminator franchise. This is a slightly reboot or a revamp of the Terminator franchise. So this film is actually the sequel for the Judgment Day. This is like the official one, and everything after the Judgment Day film is just gone and buried right now. And this film is now, at this time, the franchise is back to the original gangster himself, James Cameron, who wrote the script or co-wrote the script. And this film is directed by Tim Miller. He's the same director who did Deadpool, the first one. And this film is starring Mackenzie Davis, Linda Hamilton, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Natalia Reyes. And the plot of the film is that Sarah Connor, and a hybrid cyborg, needs to protect a young girl from the new modified Terminator from the future, who's on a mission to hunt the young girl. So the plot is pretty simple. I'm just going straight to my good. The first good thing about this film is Mackenzie Davis as Gracie. Was that her name? Yeah, Gracie. I think Grace or Gracie, something like that. She is awesome. She's so good. I liked her a lot. She's the new Terminator. The difference between her and the T-100 is that she is she's a combination of human and a cyborg. So she feels, she has the emotions. She's like a human, but she's still a cyborg. It's kind of weird to explain it pretty good, but she's like half robot, half human. So it's kind of weird, but she's awesome. Like, she's really awesome. Like, the greatest action scenes involves her, and I liked her a lot. She's beautiful, so it was just awesome to see this. I've seen her before. She was in one episode of Black Mirror. That's one of my favorite episodes, and to see her there, she was, you know, this cute girl, and here playing this fierce woman who kicks ass is like, good job, man. You convinced me. And Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. I was so happy that she was back. She's great, man. She's great. It's Sarah Connor. What do you expect? And Natalia Reyes, she's also really good. She's the young girl who needs to be protected. She's actually Sarah Connor 2.0, to be honest. But she's still pretty good. You know, the difference between her and Sarah Connor is like, in the first film, Sarah Connor was a damsel in distress, while Natalia Reyes' character is a little bit more kick-ass and a little bit more, you know, not taking shit from anybody. So I liked her. Gabriel Luna is also good as the new villain, the new robot. It's nothing special with his character, but, you know, he did a great job playing a robot. And Arnold, he's not in this film a lot. You gotta be prepared for that. He comes in the middle of the second act. Yeah, middle of the second act. And he's, you know, probably in this film for like 30 minutes in total. I was still happy to see him. Yeah, the cast is good, but I really was surprised by Mackenzie Davis. I thought she was the show stealer. She was awesome, man. And my next good thing about this film is the action. The action is entertaining, man. It's a gut-gripping, in-your-face action. And I'm so happy that this film is R-rated. So it's a lot of blood. And it's in your face. Because I think the other Terminators they were just a little bit mild. I think this one is a little bit more raw in your face, and I liked it, man. I really liked it. The only thing that pissed me off is that the best action scenes you already seen in the trailer. But yeah, one of my favorite scenes is actually that scene on the airplane and the highway scene. The highway scene, that is amazing, man. And my next good thing is that the first, second, and third act worked really well. You know, It was never one act that was better than other. I think it just was on the same ride or the same trajectory when it comes to the ride. And I was like, okay, you know, I liked it, man. I enjoyed it. This is an action film that I wanted to see. I think that this film did a great job by mixing the action and drama well. So you had the time to breathe a little bit. And when action came, you were already a little bit, not bored, but you were ready for action. And my next good thing about this film is the direction by Tim Miller. I think Tim Miller did a great job by making this film more understandable. We get to understand Sarah Connor, we get to understand Gracie, we get to understand all of these people, and it was not somebody who overshadowed the other person, or it was never like I felt that I did not know a character that much. This is a fun film, and I think that Tim Miller presents it that way. You have to be on the type of mood to see this. You know, you have to be on the type of mindset to like this film. But you know, this is an action film that works well, man. And I think the direction was good, and the direction showed me that Tim Miller can do other films than Deadpool. And my last good thing about this film is that I thought the CGI was okay. Some scenes I thought the CGI was really, really good, and some of the other scenes I thought the CGI was pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie, it did not work that good. But I think the good overweighs the bad. So I think CGI overall worked well with this film. But it's just some of the scenes when it comes to Gabriel Luna's Terminator, when you see his true form, it's kind of bad. the CGI was not really there. You know, you have James Cameron back now as a producer and a screenwriter, so you need to have like really good CGI. But I thought that it wasn't really 100%. It wasn't really there, and I thought it was lacking a bit. But like I said, the good CGI overweighs the bad, so the CGI was good. So yeah, that was all my good about this film. So let me go through my bad. This gonna be a spoiler, and if you don't wanna hear this, I suggest that you leave right now. And if you wanna hear it, you don't care about spoilers, then sit back, because this is mostly me being pissed off. Do you wanna hear it? Or you not wanna hear the spoilers? Because I'm saying it right now. If you don't wanna hear the spoilers, then just press forward to this time. Are you ready? Because I'm gonna talk about the spoiler in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. The death of John Connor was a slap in the face. I did not like the decision by killing John Connor. Right now, by doing that, it made me pissed off because it felt like the Judgment Day was unnecessary now. Like the consequence of the Judgment Day was to save John Connor, because John Connor in the future was supposed to be this great leader who's going to revolt against the robots. But by killing him now, it's like, what's the purpose of seeing Judgment Day now? The plot structure did not work at all. So I was really mad by doing that decision by killing him. Because in every film, I know that this film is like a slight reboot, so you don't have to see the other films, but I still have to compare with the other sequels, because in the other sequels, they talk about John Connor as this mythological leader who revolt. He was the man who was supposed to take down Skynet. So I was like, what the hell is going on? What did you do that? Why? Why did you kill John Connor? When I heard that they were casting Edward Furlong, is that his name? Furlong? Yeah, Furlong. Edward Furlong as John Connor once again. Edward Furlong is the kid from the Judgment Day film. And I was happy that they were casting him once again as John Connor. But he wasn't even in the film. Like, it was somebody else. It was like a stunt double. Or like a body double. Like, that was not Edward Furlong. That was not him. So by seeing him on the IMDb cast list, it's like, what? It's not even in the film. Because they kill him within 15 minutes. So the Edward Furlong and John Connor shit just pissed me the off. That is the biggest damage to this film. That is bad decision all the way. That just pissed me off. I did not like it, man. And my next bad thing is that I think that Gabriel Luna's character, the big baddie, I think that even though his acting was good, he was charismatic as the villain. Some of the scenes I was like, oh man, I like it a little bit more than Robert Patrick from Judgment Day. I thought that he was pretty generic. I thought that he was pretty you know. It wasn't anything special about him except that he was a little bit more charming. And my last bad thing about this film is the plot is pretty generic, man. The plot is super generic. Yeah, it's nothing special. I think that the plot is like, you know, you've seen 1,000 times. Somebody have to save this person who's great for future. You know, you've seen it so many times. So it's like, I wanted this film to be a little bit more of a risk taker. It wasn't. I thought this film overall, when it comes to the plot, was pretty safe and pretty standard and generic. So I was a little bit sad because I wanted this film to be the next step, the next evolution of Terminator, and it just wasn't. It was just pretty much the same, but with different characters. So yeah, the plot was not good. So yeah, that was all my bad. So let me just go through my ugly. And my ugly is what I said before, and that is that they released so many materials and trailers for this film. So you've seen pretty much 70% of this film. Like when I was supposed to see this film, because I saw this film earlier today, they showed us a 15 minutes trailer / a scene of this film. Why did you do that? That is so stupid. The trailer is already giving us too much about this film, and now they wanted to give us a scene that is like 15 minutes long. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? That is stupidity at its finest. I think that is going to be the biggest weakness, and that can actually hurt when it comes to the box office at all. Like, I think this film can be a flop. Anyways, guys, Terminator Dark Fate, it was an enjoyable action flick. I think this is the type of film you won't see once. You're not probably gonna see it again. But I think that this film is actually the best one after Judgment Day. So yeah, I think you should see this film, and I think that you should bring along a couple of friends who like this film and who likes that fun. They would probably like this film too. So yeah, my rating of Terminator Dark Fate, I give Terminator Dark Fate 2.8 out of 5. I liked it. I don't think that this film is really good, but I still enjoyed it. This is a solid action flick with great acting and awesome action, but the CGI was not 100%. And I think that the plot is just weak. It is really weak. And that thing I was talking about when it comes to the spoilers, that thing just pissed me the off. So anyways, guys, that was my review for Terminator The Dark Fate. What do you think about Terminator Dark Fate? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? Do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it? Write your comments down below and let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell, so every time I upload a new video, you will be the first to see it. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup. And that was my review for the film Terminator Dark Fate. Until next time, guys, I'm giving you out there. Peace.
Random Black Guy.